to great. There is no other option.
And your NCAA champion, Robbie Drew.
We're going back to Omaha!
Play a high level of basketball and a game that's fun to watch.
We are a team, capital letters, team.
He's now called national champion, which is really neat.
Now we're making happen out there. Let's finish this thing on the field.
Cavalier Sports Weekly is brought to you by Geico, the Virginia Athletics Foundation, the Virginia Lottery, and by UVA Health System.
On this edition of Cavalier Sports Weekly,
Our seniors were just the glue of the team. They were rocks.
Outfeeds to Harris. Harris takes it in traffic. Nice dish to Mitchell, who plunges it through with a two-hand dunk.
Welcome to Cavalier Sports Weekly. I'm Chelsea Shine from the Virginia women's basketball team. We have a lot of great highlights on today's show, but first let's take a look at the men's basketball highlights from Virginia Tech.
Pass it off to Sammy Zaglinski. Mike Scott squeezes off a quick three, and he drills it. They'll say he had his foot on the three-point line. Mike Scott. Scott on the far wing, backing his way on. Finney Smith spins him off, puts up a nice leaner from 8 feet away, and he hits again. It's to Akil Mitchell. He's trying to back his way in on Finney Smith. Does a nice job of it as he floats it up inside for Virginia Tech, who leads 11-8. Mike Scott on the other end of the floor, backing his way in on Barksdale. Puts up a tough shot on the baseline with a little contact, but he makes it anyway. Linsky pump fakes from 3, feeds to Jesperson. A good look at a 3, and he buries it from the near side. To the right hand, near way right. Cross-court pass. He feeds it to Finney Smith. He fires up another 3. That one hangs, and somehow, against all odds, goes down. Top of the circle. Gives to Jesperson. He squeezes off a long-range jumper.
He made a couple of tough shots, and he's usually in the right spot at the right time, took care of the ball, and I was real happy for him. He played a nice amount, I think 17 minutes against Maryland, and with Malcolm being hurt and our depth being limited, that's where you need something you don't expect.
Smith, he took his eyes off it for a moment, sends it across the court to an open Rankin, and the beat goes on. Another three-pointer. This is getting out of control. Here's going to try another one. Three-pointer on the way. This time he buries it, and he'll get all 3. Drives inside, another behind the back dribble, fires one up. Long-range jumper is up and good just inside the arc. And Jontel Evans will send Virginia to the locker room with a late boost, trailing by 3, 35-32. Rain from Mitchell. Now he sends near side. Zaglinski fires off a 3, and he touches all net. We're even as Virginia strikes first. Free throw line. Outfeeds to Harris. Harris takes it in traffic. Nice dish to Mitchell, who plunges it through with a two-hand dunk. He's with the lead in the ball. Finney Smith feeds to Green, near wing, three-pointer on the way and good. Eric Green drains the 3, so now Virginia's got to weather the storm. 14:32 to go. Zaglinski on the far wing, flicks the wrist from 3, and he rattles a big three-pointer through right there. His second of the half. Here's a feed and a nice look inside from Harris to Zaglinski, who lays it in up close.
I wanted to contribute on the offensive end in the second half, and I got my shot going a little bit, and I tried to contribute the way I could.
Virginia with another opportunity to cut within 5. Here's Evans, what a move as he knifes his way through the lane with a little crossover dribble, and Bob checks into the game, immediately scores. Virginia has to be ready to guard. Here's Zaglinski getting all alone from 3, fires away, and splashes it through to tie this game up.
We had a great run. I don't know if it was at the 12-minute mark, and we got stops. If your defense ramps up or amps up, if it gets to that level where you know you can get stops, that allows you to go on runs. Wasn't there in the first half the way it needed to be. You're not going on any runs with that effort defensively. Second half, when you know you can lock people down there's just an effect that it has on the other team, and I think that gives us a chance to do that.
by Reigns again. Backs it out. Evans sends a bounce pass inside to Scott. He was fouled. The shot hangs on the rim, and it falls. Mike Scott with a chance at a three-point play with a jump hook. Let's get top of the circle. 3 to shoot. He's got to get the shot up. Steps back. Hands it off. They're not going to get it off. Evans launches up the long 3. Off the window and good. Are you kidding me?
Sam put me in an awkward situation right there. It was about 2 seconds left. You know, I thought he was going to shoot it, but he flipped it back to me, and I just put it up. You know, some of my teammates said it was a shot clock violation, but, you know, we got the bucket, so it really doesn't matter.
I saw Bub come behind me, so it was a natural screen that I could set for him, and he got a good look at it, and it was a good shot.
Virginia leading by 4. He'll pass it off to Harris. Cavaliers will work as much clock down as they can. Brogdon, he's got it around the midcourt stripe. Passes to Jesperson. They leave him alone for a moment. He'll dump it into Scott. Scott takes it in traffic, puts up a tough shot, can't get it to go. The rebound to Jesperson. He floats it up and in. It's a 6-point lead for Virginia. Now he sends it out. It's going to be dropped by Eddie. It's to Finney-Smith. He dribbles. Feeds out to Hudson. Ball intercepted. It's picked up by Brogdon. He's mauled to the floor. The Cavaliers coming up with a huge turnover with 1.9 seconds to play.
Hats off to him because he was really struggling with his foot. I know he's in a lot of pain, so he answered the call. He had to come in, and we needed him to guard Green, and he did a great job on that last possession getting the steal.
Brogdon, a deep breath at the line. Front side of the 1-on-1, no good. The rebound to Hudson. He launches it up. The prayer will not be answered. There's the final horn, and Virginia will escape with a 61-59 thriller.
This is my last trip, me and Sammy's last trip to Blacksburg, so we definitely had to come out with a win.
This Saturday, men's basketball hosts North Carolina. Head coach Tony Bennett gives us a preview of the game.
Hey Cavalier fans, Coach Bennett here again. What a great atmosphere when we played Maryland in JPJ. We're going to need that again. It made a difference. It really did for the energy and the passion that our guys displayed. I know it's going to be a live atmosphere. Whenever Carolina comes in, they usually draw big crowds, but obviously a very important game. Okay, let's take a look at some of the personnel. First player up to take a look at is Harrison Barnes, almost averaging 20 a game. And again, a complete player. Certainly you know of his talent and his size. Triple threat. Can shoot off the dribble from 3, catch and shoot, can get to the rim, has the pull-ups. He gets on the glass, and again, quite a physical presence. If you let him get into that lane, he's pretty automatic. So Harrison Barnes is having a heck of a year. Tyler Zeller, a 7-footer, 250. Again, looking at his stats, 18 a game, 10 rebounds. He's very good, and certainly he has good touch, and he's a relentless offensive rebounder. And his game's really developed from his first year to where he is now, but you got to be aware of him. Offensively, we'll start with Carolina is the Carolina break. You have to take care of the ball and make them work on that end defensively. Whether you turn it over, whether you miss a shot, they're coming at you, or you make a shot. Sometimes you'll score, boom, they're down the floor quick. They push the ball in transition a lot off the pass, and when you have a guard, the ball's in the hands of Marshall, who's, like a quarterback, he'll make you pay if you're not back and set. So, again, those are the keys with every team you play, but Carolina tests you about as much as anybody. So again, thanks for your support this year up to this point. As I mentioned before, let's make this a special event, and I know you'll give everything you got, as we will.
Welcome back to the show. Earlier this week, we traveled to Virginia Tech to take on the Hokies. Here's the game story.
You know what to do. Just focus on this game. The task at hand, every possession, take pride in our defense, do everything we do, make adjustments, and everything will be fine. Have a pride, have a focus, have an intensity, and have a fun, right? And you got a lot at stake, and I know you do, and it's a great time to be playing, okay? So take advantage early, right? Here we go.
Here's Franklin at the top of the arc, going to give it to Moore at the free throw line. Moore, fadeaway jumper, falls down softly, and it's 2-0 Virginia, just like that. Wilson, bounce pass to Hines. Allen feeding the right baseline and missed the layup. Rebound to Moore. Back comes Virginia, right to left. Moore gliding through defenders. Ari kicks, right wing. Franklin, a step in 3, give it to her. Gerson driving hard right baseline, throws in the floater that goes. Threw it in to Wilson with 6 to shoot, with 5 at the top of the key, with 4, with 3. Wilson double teamed by Franklin, and the ball goes out of bounds off of Wilson.
I think today we played Virginia defense. I definitely think we stepped it up tonight, and this is the team that we are and we need to consistently be for the rest of the season. I just think we were communicating better. We were really flying around the court, getting tips and steals and deflections. Our posts were doing a great job hedging out on ball screens. We were just really focusing on the little things.
Swings it, tried to get it to Benign, and Wolf stepped in and picked off that pass. Wolf down the left side, layup, and the foul!
Our defense dictated our offense. We got tips and steals, deflections, which led to easy baskets. We didn't have easy baskets. We executed well on offense to get buckets.
Pass to Shine at the top of the arc, throws right wing to Wolf, now to Moore at the top of the circle. Left wing to McCall, she'll shoot the 3, and the foul! To Leah McCall, the 3 and the foul from the left wing. Are you kidding me?
Keep being aggressive and attack mentality. Right, you guys, the biggest thing is this team has been in this situation many times. They have always fought back. They have always fought back. So this score is 0-0 right now. It is 0-0. And we need to play with the same intensity, the same fire, the same aggressiveness. The momentum is ours. You got to keep it. The first 5 minutes of this half. The first 5 minutes, right? Let's go.
Rebound Shine. The follow no good, and the battle for the rebound grabbed by Wolf. 34-18, Virginia by 16 at 17-22. Franklin wants another 3, right wing. Yes, rattles it home. Right wing to Gerson. Gerson dribbling with the right hand, pull-up jumper from 10 is good. Holds the rotation.
We just played a great team game tonight. You know, we didn't have that the other night, and we came out and just got refocused and got back to the basics of our defense, our rebounding. You know, we were even on the boards with Virginia Tech in the first game. We out-rebounded them by 10. We shot the ball better. We held them to a pretty decent shooting percentage, held them at 24%, you know. Did all the little things, all the hustle plays, and that's what got us the win.
A little diamond in one pressure, and they throw it over the top to Wolf. Wolf, pull-up jumper right side of the lane, good. Just calmly stroked that in transition. Egwu gives to Moore. Moore slashing in the lane. Moore got all the way down the right side, layup, and the foul. Gerson attacks right side of the baseline, missed the right-hand runner. Rebound Pitts, gobbles it up and follows. Moore gives to Wolf on the left wing. Wolf slashing with the right hand. The runner is blocked but got her own rebound and followed with the right hand. What persistence. Wolf in the front court on the right wing. Now back to Moore at the top of the key. Moore slashing in the lane, jumps off to Egwu on the left baseline. Beautiful feed.
For me, it's just a great team win. It looked like we had a lot of focus. You understood the importance of that game. We went on the road. Celebrate this one. This was a great one. Okay, 19 wins. You want 19 wins. Good job, y'all.
The men's tennis team attempted to win their 5th consecutive ITA national team indoors at Boar's Head. Here's the recap.
When I look at our team right now, I have nothing but positive to say. We have great leaders in Jameer Jenkins and Drew Courtney, who have done a great job for us, and they're great fighters, and they're great examples on the court. And then as far as the rest of the guys go, Alex is still kind of battling back and, you know, believing in himself a little bit. You know, you go right down the lineup. Justin Shane continues to improve. Julian Urigan has been really tough for us, and when he's great in big moments. Mitchell Frank's the first year. The energy and fight that he brings to the court, I think, kind of is contagious. we're very healthy, we're playing well. I think we're physically fit right now. Guys are competing hard, and what's exciting is there's so much more improvement that we can make within the team, and it's exciting. I look back at the last 4 national indoor championships that we happened to win, and I'm actually more pleased with where we're at as a team now than I was in any of those 4 situations, although it certainly felt good to win. I think I'm being honest in saying that, I think we're in a better place in terms of where we are and where we're going.
Coming up after the break.
Welcome back to the show. The men's lacrosse team finished their season last year with a magical run en route to a national championship. We talked with head coach Dom Starsia about this year's team.
By the end of the year last year, with the injuries and some of the decisions we had to make, we were actually a fairly young team at the very end. But we bring back a strong group. We're probably a little more experienced this year than we probably would have imagined, especially with a couple of 5th years back now, Colin Briggs and Chris Clemens and Matt Lovejoy. And then we're going to be new in the goal. Early on, I think Rob Fortunato's likely to get the nod for us, a senior who's worked hard and waited patiently for his opportunity, and it's here now. And I think we've looked good in the fall, and in the preseason we've been very happy with that play in the goal.
Sandwich defender falls down on top, fires! Dagger!
Backlund down the left pipe, loads up the right hand, and he rips it through!
And at the other end of the field, any team that has Steele Stanwyck and Chris Backlund to start with offensively, starts in a pretty good place. And I'm very blessed. I've been blessed throughout my career to have worked with some outstanding offensive players, and Steele and Chris, are on a short list of the finest players that have played here. And so we've got some work to do, clearly. But I think we have, we start off from a good place talent-wise and experience-wise. Owen Van Arsdale, a redshirt last year as a freshman, has done a nice job, and when he's out there, it's certainly a little bit of an edge for him to be able to work alongside Steele and Chris Backlund. The offense runs very smoothly when Owen is out there. So there's a couple new names that people are going to come to appreciate as the season goes on. But not a lot of teams win 2 in a row. And so we have our work cut out for us. Clearly, we're going to get everybody's best shot, but I think we understand that, and we're not running away from it. We're just kind of working on just trying to be the best team that we can be, and sort of let the chips fall. It is a long journey, but we're going to have to be well prepared. When you look at the schedule that we play, and it's the program that we've built here and who we are, and so we welcome the challenge.
Our women's swimming team won their 5th consecutive ACC championship. Here are the highlights.
It never gets old, and this is a pretty special victory because we had graduated such a significant class of great athletes who had really carried the team, and for this team to find its own identity and to learn how to share with one another and how to be a team. Our seniors were just the glue of the team. They were rocks. They made everybody feel welcome. They made everybody feel important. They helped our first years through the process of being college athletes. And as far as I'm concerned, they grew that group into the swimmers they became as the year developed. If this group is able to maintain their cohesiveness, maintain that sense of family and that sense of team, then hopefully they'll have the same great success over the course of their 4-year career that these young ladies have just enjoyed, both last year and this year, most importantly. And this is a bit of a milestone for our program. Our women have never won 5 in a row, so we stepped into some uncharted waters and emerged with a real positive outcome.
Thanks for watching Cavalier Sports Weekly. We have some great home games this week, so make sure to come out and support the Cavaliers. Women's lacrosse hosts Syracuse Sunday at Klockner. Baseball hosts Liberty on Tuesday and Wright State and Seton Hall over the weekend. Women's tennis hosts VCU next Friday. And men's basketball concludes their home season, hosting Florida State on Thursday. We'll be back next week with more highlights and great stories from Virginia athletics. I'm Chelsea Shine, and until next time, go Hoos.
Cavalier Sports Weekly is brought to you by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. And by Virginia Lottery, helping Virginia's public schools. And by the UVA Health System, dedication beyond measure. And by the Virginia Athletics Foundation. You are the foundation.